How do you feel? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is that good? Is that good? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode 14. 14. Whoa.
It's my lucky number.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the
origin?
Yeah.
It's twice as lucky as 7 was how I figured it.
That could be any number.
No, 14 is the only number that's twice 7, bro.
Yeah, but any number could be twice as lucky as any other number, right? Like if it's 13.
This is your host, Drew.
I am your host, Drew. This is my co-host, co-creator, Anthony. And behind the camera, behind the boards, the third leg to the tripod, we'd be nothing without her producer, Lisa, with the sunglasses on tonight. It's a new one. It shocked the hell out of me. How is that? How's your view from back there? How's it feel?
Tinted.
Fair.
That's a good answer.
That's fair. That's fair. So, how's the week? Let's check in. Let's do our weekly check-in. How you living?
You know, we hung out on Saturday evening. Wasn't my original plan, but I'm glad we made it happen. I know you look at your face. As soon as it's just being honest, you admitted that. I acknowledge that. I want to kind of dig a little bit more into that in a little bit. But I had a good time with y'all. Honestly.
As you should, yeah.
And, you know, we indulged.
You did?
Quite a bit. I took 48 hours to recover from that evening. My bones were hurting all the way up until yesterday.
Your bones?
My bones hurt. Whenever I'm in that.
Producer Lisa's looking at you.
I can't tell if she's looking
it's
at me
hard,
or not.
Honestly. It's
fucking
really tough.
Blues Brother over here.
Because she has black eyes. I keep telling her she's not on camera, but
it took a minute for me to recover. We talk about age, and you're like, you're only 4 years older than me, but it's a difference.
3 years.
Whatever.
Right?
I don't know your age.
How old are you?
With you? 37.
3 years.
3 years. It's a difference. I tell you, after 35, it is a different story. After 25, it's a different story.
No, that's cap. 25, that's cap. I was going hard. That's cap. I don't know. I think that we did indulge on Saturday. It was fun. Producer Lisa fell asleep outside. What, dude? She went Mimi's. She went Mimi's under the stars.
Is that frequent? Is that something you've seen before?
No. When she drinks, she usually will sleep anywhere.
Okay.
With anyone. That's how we got here. Just kidding. But no. She goes Mimi's when she's ready, when she's drinking more than anything. Like, she'll literally do this. And then she's out. She'd have a house full of people. She'd be like this.
Is this the gesture that she does? I don't know what that is.
That's her waving.
Oh.
She does this, right? Is this how you wave? I don't know how. It's tough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you feeling good on Sunday?
I drank a little. On Sunday, yeah, I was fine. Mm-hmm. I think so. I think I slowed down a little bit. What do you mean? I don't know. I think I was okay, right? On Sunday? I wasn't. My bones didn't hurt. That.
I was kind of mad at you because you called me late Sunday morning and you're like, oh, I woke up and cleaned the backyard and like. And I'm like, I'm still trying to get
Sunday
up
morning
from bed.
is wild because it was like at 10. Like, it was not that late, I don't think. It was like pretty like in the middle of Sunday morning.
I mean, it's 1 hour from the end of the morning, technically.
2 hours.
I can't stand you.
Well, what do you mean? 12 is the end of the morning. 12 p.m.
All right, Father Time.
A.m. after midnight. P.m. What does p.m. stand for?
Are you good?
Post midnight? Pre midnight? Past midnight? Past moon? What is it? What does p.m. stand for? Does anybody know? Wheezy, is your mic on mute? Because I could hear you over here, dude. You would think I was a loud breather in our family. And look, I breathe loud. Did you hear that? What does PM stand for?
I don't know.
Producer Lisa, can you find out what PM... Babe, I need you to find out what PM stands for. I need to know.
Comments.
Wait, don't you have a Google in here? No, you don't. If you know what PM stands for, put it in the comments. But Saturday was fun. Sunday I felt okay. We got up. I think I pulled weeds, huh? Sunday? I did. That was the day I pulled the weeds. Pulled weeds, cleaned up the yard. We must have had a clutch Taco Bell order the night before.
It was $50, I recall. You know what?
You smashed those 5-layer burritos, dude.
I don't. I asked for one.
I got you
and
two.
You ordered two because I know you.
And did you eat them both?
Yes, I did. But
all right, no.
If you really knew me, you know I didn't want to eat the burrito, even though I want the second one.
What do you mean?
Calories.
Caloretic. It was already 1 a.m.
It was a good workout day for me.
It was a new
That's
day.
That's not how it works.
It was a new day,
That's not how it works.
At 12:01. I mean, at 12 a.m. Not 12 p.m. because we still don't know what that means. At 12 a.m., it's a new day. New caloretic count.
I don't even know if caloretic's a word, but you got me beat on the
that the
rifling
word?
last time.
I got you what?
Caloric.
Who said that?
Caloric? You didn't say caloric.
No, caloretic is the right term.
No, it's not. Bet.
I need a phone. I'll call this in. I'll call in the favorite. Do you have his number? The only fit guy we know. That's a jab, actually. We know a lot of fit guys.
Yeah, dude, like, I feel like I'm all right. Like,
it's not you, dude.
No, I know it's not me. I'm not.
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm not the peak, like, who you're calling.
They might not be answering.
I'm not, you know what? All right.
Hold on. We're going to find out right now. Why are we doing this?
He's not a dictionary. I mean.
Yeah, but he went to school for years for this. Okay.
So
that's all he does.
That should be a word he knows.
It's all he does. Brother.
Hey, sorry, it's loud as shit. What's up?
You're on the podcast. Don't say anything weird.
Weird?
Okay. I just need a simple... Is it caloretic?
You sound so stupid. What?
I don't know what that word is.
What's the word I'm trying to say?
Like calories?
Yeah, but in the etic version.
Caloric.
Caloric. All right, Anthony was right. I was wrong. Everybody, this is Nico Pacheco. Nico, say hello.
Hi, guys.
All right, we're going. Thank you, buddy. Love you. Bye. All right, I was wrong.
He owes us money.
I do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Did you guys bet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the over-under? What was the spread?
You were the spread.
Chill out, back scratch. All right, listen. What? I call him back scratch now. That's what I have you on my phone. I saved you as back scratch.
No way.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Bet. No, we're having to do a bunch of phone in this episode.
Dude, I got it screen shared. I'll do it. So I do think that your caloric count restarts at midnight. It does.
That should have been the question we asked him.
Well, yeah,
not the stupid words you make up.
We can't call him again. Tune in for next episode for Drew's call in of the week.
You just call people with the random words you make up. Hey, is this a word? That would be, yeah.
Have I made up a lot of words on this show?
I mean, I think probably not. I think you've probably been right on some of the ones
that wintergreen is hitting right now.
The gum? What is that?
It's Zen.
Okay.
We're not sponsored, but if you guys want to send a tub or two.
The heck is Zen?
It's a nicotine fix.
That's kind of vague.
Yeah, it's a nicotine pouch.
Is it a patch? Is it a
it's right
chew?
here. It's a happiness pillow. It's not Chew. Chew takes a special kind of man.
What is?
You just put it. It's like Easy Bake. You just let it sit there. I swallowed one in Las Vegas while I was sleeping. I was drunk. Huh, babe? I woke up and I was like, I think I swallowed my Zen. I was all looking over the bed and couldn't find it. In my panza.
I'm still unsure, but it sounds gross.
Zen, if you're watching this, creators of Zen,
don't sponsor.
Slide into his DMs. Let him know what it is.
Don't.
Real ones know. Shout out to my boys, Zen Telvins. Anyways, so it was Sunday. I woke up, cleaned the yard. Once again, $50 Taco Bell order. It slapped. There was no leftovers. I mean, I ordered the exact amount of food for everybody. All the cans were crushed.
Yeah.
You and Laudo were really going to town on those can crushing obstacles.
It's an interesting challenge to take on.
Yeah. Who won?
I don't think I was very competitive. It was just a collaborative.
Because she's a woman? Cancel this, man.
It wasn't a... No, I didn't.
Wow. Okay, you guys hear that? You heard it first here.
I mean, they do have their own basket. Never mind.
They do. Caitlin Clark would hoop you up, dude.
I'd slam dunk on her.
You wouldn't. You know why?
On a
Because
little
she's like
tyke.
6 foot something.
Little tyke basketball.
She's not
set.
little. She's.
I'm not saying she's little.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because she can actually squat.
Ooh.
Oh, you can't squat.
Yeah, she's referencing a prior pod where I almost died doing it.
Shout out to Lauda and them squats, my boy.
That was a little sniper move.
I
on
know.
her behalf.
Oh,
That
shout.
wasn't a Lauda. That was to Caitlin Clark.
Oh, shout out to Caitlin Clark. That I don't know, man. You can't squat. It's okay. And it wasn't that you couldn't. It's just
It was a little tough.
you heavied it up that day. Well, all right, Wheezy, chill out back there. She's hurting. She's hurting out there. She's not doing well. And then we took my son. You know his name, right?
I think I forgot.
Doberman. we took my son Doberman to Peter Piper Pizza. He ran amok there, and then we hung out in the backyard, just chilled. My week was cool. I've been working. Little man just had his 7th birthday. We have a party at the house this weekend, so head over there for that. If you can make it. I know you're busy. Your schedule's tight. What?
I don't know. It's just your weird phrasing.
I was giving respect to your tight schedule.
Yeah, the way you're saying that.
Is it loose schedule? Is it
It
loose?
just rings weird. What are you doing here?
It's okay. Anyways, and then I got some family coming in, so that'll be cool. Recording an album on Friday. Very excited.
Your schedule seems a bit crazy.
It's a little crazy. Yeah. I'm very excited about the album Friday. I'm very excited about the birthday party. Got some family coming in. It's gonna be a cool weekend. I'm excited. It's been a good week though. I've been busy for sure.
Good. I've been trying to focus on my health since I came back from vacation.
Like your financial health?
No, physical health.
You're like, screw financial health. That's
My
out the
financial
window.
health's gone until
Yeah, that's
September.
gone, baby.
Yeah.
Klarna, if you want to sponsor us. 12 interest-free payments.
Something like that.
Yeah. What's up? What's up with you eating a little bit? I heard that you had what'd you have for dinner?
I had some salmon and rice.
Salmon.
Yeah.
Is it salmon or salmon?
I always mispronounce that word.
Well, I don't know if it's mispronounced. Do we have an enunciation specialist we can call?
Lisa.
It's salmon.
Salmon? Well, he said, okay, it'll come.
Did I say the L?
She came for you hard just now.
I was
It's salmon.
I
You
was-
idiot. You come to my house. You get my wife's name right.
I don't think I had it. I'm not going to say the word again. I don't think I had that fish until like a few years ago.
It's a yummy fish.
It's delicious.
If you bake it right, it's a little crispy. You can get it crispy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Baked it, some salt and pepper.
attaboy.
But it's really just part of a commitment because I gained like 10 pounds on vacation.
I'm actually down. We haven't given an update. I'm down like 12 pounds right now.
I've been curious about that.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I came back from Vegas. I'd gotten up. I don't necessarily want to say the number I started at, but I'm down 12 pounds from that just about. So that feels good.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to apologize because I've mischaracterized how you eat because of assumptions and stereotypes.
Yeah. Okay, let's hear it. Well, first of all, before we got to pause that. I want to talk about something that I've recently been experiencing. Fat shaming online.
Oh man.
It's been crazy.
Comments.
I mean, there was one comment and it was like, this guy's, no matter how talented he is, I can't get past the fact of how disgusting he looks. Whoa. And then the other guy was like, the consequences of obesity, par none to the consequences of Ozempic.
Yeah.
Either way, you got to lose it, bro.
Yeah.
All right, man. I mean, I appreciate the feedback. Not very, I don't know. One of my best friends that I just called, Nico Pacheco, Marty McFly on Instagram. He's told me, dude, you're fat as fuck. You need to lose some weight. I accepted that a lot more than the other stuff. I don't know if people know this, and this might be breaking news, right? I too know I'm fat. What? I wasn't like reading these comments and I'm like, wait a second.
You weren't befuddled?
What kind of what conundrum is this?
You weren't flabbergasted?
I am appalled. I'm an obese man? No. Fuck out of here, dog. Ask this dude, ask anybody in my life. This big boy is agile, Hostile. Don't do that. Don't let the panda suit fool you, my boy. You're crazy. Who gets on the internet and just like, let's fat shame people today?
The internet's just such a cruel place.
And you know what? I'm happy it exists because it gives me a thing to talk about in the sense of like, I struggle with these things for sure. But I'm also aware of these things. It's not like there's nothing someone's going to tell me that I didn't already know.
Yeah.
Like I shower, dude.
And you're pretty self-aware.
Yeah. Also, my confidence is up higher than usual, right? My body image has been a little harder for me these days because I've gotten bigger, but I'm doing my best. I mean, we probably should have left the $50 Taco Bell order out, but
Yeah.
I only had a couple items, and I think what Anthony was going to get at is I don't actually overeat. I actually undereat significantly.
It's just poor eating patterns, poor eating habits.
I'm a busy guy, and I need to learn to take care of myself and make sure that I'm like at least eating like 3 meals a day instead of eating like a freaking bag of chips and then a big meal at the end of the night. Like I gotta be, and so, yeah, I, contrary to popular opinion, I too know I'm fat, and it's something that's very important to me that I'm trying to fix. So Ozempic guy and the other people, hope that's better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's just about being intentional. And I think I've realized I eat super fast. Y'all have seen me. I eat.
Like you're in the military.
Yeah, I don't. It's just something I'm still trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see my son pick it up, which gets a little worrisome.
I don't know if there's a problem with eating fast though.
There is. It's not. Well, it causes bloating and indigestion for one.
Oh shoot.
And then two, it does cause like extra weight gain.
Producer Lisa eats fast to the point that like she starts off fast. Like every meal we eat, you like choke immediately.
Take that out. I do not.
What do you mean? Don't take it out.
What if I have a medical issue?
You don't. You eat fast. It's okay. But she like inhales food and then it gets stuck in her air pipe. And then she goes through a fight. Every meal, dude. She's just a little hungry. Her belly needs a little foodie.
I didn't choke on that Taco Bell.
How do we know?
I don't know either.
It's a good question. Yeah. So I'm this month is no sodas and no sweets. The sweets is a little bit harder for me. I've really gotten in the habit of that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like, I don't know if you know this, but there's like well, I don't know if you know, but there's like these animals called dogs.
That's crazy.
That are out there, right?
What are they like? I bet you like, because man needs a best friend. So wonder if maybe we can give them that nickname down the line.
Down the line. They go rough. Woof, woof. Rough, woof, rough.
Weird sounding animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll grow on you. Anywho.
Like tree bark.
They have special bowls whenever...
That was a bar, by the way.
Tree
They'll
bark?
grow on you like tree bark. Bark. Arf, arf. Yeah, I liked it. Anyways, go ahead.
They have special bowls to help them slow down their eating.
We need those.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you in a cone.
Yeah. Well, I kind of have like an idea because I've been eating pistachios a lot.
I saw that.
You have to like physically crack those open and it slows down my eating quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking like if people really had to work for their food, it would really like help the world health, you know?
You're
Like if at
probably right.
McDonald's, they had some like maybe some like Peloton bikes and in order to get the food line going, the energy from the Peloton bike has to charge it up. And then it generates the food at the end and you get rewarded with the meal at the end. And then McDonald's can use the energy to like, you know, support the lights and pay the bills. I think it would save the world.
Dude, that's actually a really great thought. Dang. I would not go to McDonald's. I'd avoid the places with Peloton bikes. Maybe that's why I don't like seafood broils.
Like
No, it's probably the texture. I don't like having to crack stuff open, and maybe that's why. I eat very light at seafood broils. Only had one or two in my life.
what would you like with shrimp?
I mean, it has more than that, yeah. But I mean,
Well, maybe the fancy ones you have.
you just have shrimp,
No, like shrimp, corn, potato.
scallops,
No,
crab legs.
no, sausage.
Sausage.
Sausage is fire though.
Those are the basics, I think.
No, crab legs and scallops are pretty basic.
Maybe
too.
at the country club. I don't know.
First of all, that's wild that you would even think that. I don't like the texture of it. It like grosses me out. I don't know. I'm doing this with my hands, but ugh.
Just an ick.
Ugh. Yeah.
What would maybe not a Peloton bike then? Maybe you go to like a Wendy's and it has like some like cable weights, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe would you get yourself like a 6-piece nuggets if you had to do like some cable weights?
Sure. That's such a. It's such a. Yeah. All right.
Maybe the Peloton. I don't like Peloton.
Or it
bikes.
would just completely deter people from eating at fast food places.
Win-win.
But like, if you order more food, do you have to do more work?
Hell yeah. Gotta earn
Dang,
that.
there's only going to be fitness freaks at freaking fast food restaurants. Oh, how the turntables have turntabled. Yeah, they're going to earn their calories. Dude, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about this is going to be crazy? Have you ever thought about like me, for instance, if I went through life and I was skinny, like an alternate reality? Like, do you ever think, I know you think about stuff like that. We've talked about it briefly before the show.
No, I've never. This is a brand new topic.
Like, I don't think I'd be this person if I was like a skinny dude my whole life.
Who is this person?
Like me, my personality, my wit, like
No?
all that stuff. Because honestly, I feel like I have to be that. I have to be funny. I have to be, because like it's inconvenient for me to be around people. Like I don't like sitting at booths because they're tight. So we got to get a table, immediately comfort level down for people. And producer Lisa is absolutely nodding the shit out of that in agreement. My bad, dude. Why we're not married on the board yet? Huh, little hint. She hates fat people. No, I'm just playing. But I my alternate reality, like that would be crazy. I would have definitely like stayed in school, kept in sports for sure. Because I was in sports until I hit high school. And then football, high school. It was, yeah.
You don't think you'd have a personality?
It would be different. I might be like you, like introverted.
I don't know.
Dang, you thought that was a dig? That wasn't a dig.
I kind of.
Dang.
Did you see the pain on my
Yeah,
face?
you need to
We'll
chill
zoom
out.
in on it for the editing.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I kind of did. I thought you were
Nah,
gonna take
like
I could have
introverted.
no personality like you.
No. What I mean is like I'd have an introverted personality. I'm not an introvert by any sense of the word. Because if I lose the weight, which I'm planning to do, fucking YouTube comment guy. It's not for you, by the way. I hope you're well, though. I don't wish bad on you.
Thanks for the engagement on the channel.
Yeah, thanks for tell your friends about the fat dude on YouTube, please. Tell them to come be disgusted too. But I think I would have maybe focused on other attributes, and like me being witty and quickly to respond and all that stuff might not have been a thing. But like how I'm losing the weight, how I'm going to lose the weight, I'm gonna be like a wild version of this person because I feel like you get the belly off. Could be a problem. Like a much more easily received guy. Because I do think that there are people who just don't like people who are big. And vice versa. Like maybe they don't like counselors.
I mean, I don't know if those are
Like
in the same ballpark. I think,
it might be. A little bit. A little ballpark.
I mean, there could be people who don't like counselors, but you can't see that I'm a counselor from
can.
looking at me, you know?
I could immediately. I knew it the second I met you. I was like, you counsel shit,
I
huh?
don't think I was even a counselor when I met you.
You were. You're in school for it.
Fully lacking.
Sorry, guys. Anyways, back to it. What would your alternate universe look like? Like your alternate, what would it be?
I have a silly one.
I love
Try
it.
to give a more serious one afterwards.
Okay.
You're watching this now, but for us right now, 4th of July had recently passed. Was out. We didn't even cover that, but we were out. I was out just lighting fireworks with my son, and the long glider You know, like the ones you use. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't have one of those. I had to go to the gas station to get like a
little big.
Yeah, the little Circle K flicker.
Yay. That's dope. Circle K flicker.
It was white and gold. It was a pretty fancy looking lighter,
dude. That's...
Like if I was
Did you hear that? That's a wild. Good for you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
but
in.
But as I was flicking it up.
All right.
What? I was in my grandma's backyard.
What? Is this?
I was in my grandma's backyard. Is this quite a ludicrous statement?
Hold on. Pause. It was the chair. Unless Lisa just farted. It was the chair.
I told you.
That mystery's been solved, buddy. Okay. You are smoking meth in your grandma's backyard.
I have been cleared.
Of the fart gate.
Yeah, fart gate has been resolved.
Yeah. But you were doing crystal meth in your grandma's backyard. You're smoking that shit up.
That's not what the story was.
Oh.
I had a gold flicker.
I had a lighter. That was a simple
Circle K flicker, dude.
That was for 4th of July. My grandma's backyard. All I had was a Bic. Small Bic. One of the basic ones. And I was left unsupervised for long periods of time. So I had the Bic lighter. I had paper. I had random stuff that I was just setting on fire to the point that I was getting blisters on my thumb from all of the flicking. Lisa's dying at the flick jokes.
I don't know why flicking is so... Are you all right with... You don't like that word, flicking, or what? Oh, man.
She's getting into her laughing fit right now.
Yeah.
We'll give her some space.
She'll wheeze.
But I think without some intervention, which I did get an intervention from my family eventually, was I had
Did you burn down a church, dude? What the fuck?
No, but
happened?
I think they had found burnt stuff, and they had questions eventually.
Like animals?
No, I'm not Ted Bundy.
Okay. Well, I got to ask. I got to clear all the boxes here.
That's fair.
So you didn't... Okay. No bodies.
No bodies.
All right. So, but I'm assuming your fleet got larger and larger. So you went from a paper to maybe a book.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was stopped, but maybe it wasn't stopped. Maybe I started playing around with lighters a little bit more. I think there was a kid in Socorro who like burnt the playground or something. Maybe that was here in Cruces. I don't know. But like imagine going that far where you're just like lighting buildings on fire and you're just finding joy in it. Because I was finding joy in doing the flicking.
They have a name for those people. Arsonists.
I was going to say pyromaniacs.
Oh, okay.
It sounds a bit cooler, doesn't it?
Pyromaniacs is... Yeah.
It's like Animaniacs, but like...
What's your dosage on flickers, babe? Pyromaniacs or arsonists? Which one do you prefer for the flicker?
Arsonists?
Arsonist seems...
You think it sounds cooler?
No, I think that's real.
Well,
that's what they
pyromaniacs
are.
might be real too.
No, they're both legit terms. I would rather be called a pyromaniac.
Okay.
It just sounds more intimidating. Like, oh, that kid's a pyromaniac versus that kid's an arsonist.
Oof, that's a hard pull for me because both sound pretty
tough.
Yeah,
that's true.
Maybe
I'll get back into that. Get my street cred up.
Yo, Ray Charles, are you all right over there, dude?
Ray Charles is a good one. Old Agent J from Men in Black over here.
I wish you guys could see producer Lisa. She's in some Target legging shorts. What is that? I can't see it. Oh, an Air Supply shirt and some Ray-Bans.
So I would want to be called a pyromaniac. I'm glad I'm not a pyromaniac.
Me too.
That's the closest I got to the world of crime.
Okay.
If I'm being honest.
My alternate reality would have been like a school kid, like a bookworm, like really focused on education. Truly tried to like push the needle on learning and like higher education. And I would have gone to college, Ivy Leagues. I would have, that would be for sure.
I thought you would have been really good at like focusing. You're on a lot of medication for it.
Well, that stopped in elementary.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Did you start cheeking?
No, my life started falling apart. What do you mean? You know nothing about me?
So you didn't continue taking the medication you were put on? Okay.
Supervision was less and less as I got into middle school. Yeah. Yeah, I would have been a bookworm for sure. Like, I don't know if people understand like how cool geeks are and like smarty pantses are to me. I've always, even when I was in school, I was like, man, this guy knows everything. Like that stuff is so cool to me.
I can share a little bit about how unpleasant that experience is, or being perceived that way. Not to say I'm a genius or
Well, I want to say your intellect is superior to most people you're around. And that's not a dig at anybody. It's just like you're actually a really smart dude. I'm not glazing you here. I'm being honest.
I remember going to parties and my friends introducing me as the guy who knows big words. You know how well that works out with the women, with the ladies, you know?
I know how it could. I know how you could spin it, but
I didn't have the riz.
I could. I don't want to say it on the pod because you'll just say pause for editing. So that's how he sounds. You guys don't actually ever hear him say that. He says pause for editing. Anytime I say anything out of pocket, I'm tired of being muted. The system is muting me.
Once we set up a Patreon for paid to access,
Yeah.
we'll release all of the pause for editing clips.
Ooh, those are some dark trails, my friend.
I'm just kidding. I deleted all of those.
Yeah. Those are not the lost tapes. Those are the gone tapes.
What would you... Because you didn't go to college. You worked your way up?
Yeah, I didn't even graduate high school.
That's right.
I got my GED a year ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
Yeah,
2020.
I think.
No way.
2022, something like that.
No way.
Why are you saying that?
I just...
Are you being
It's just hard,
facetious?
no, it's just hard to believe.
This-
What warranted getting it at that point?
I was applying for a job, actually a pretty high level job in the company I work for now. But it would have been working for the corporate side. And they were like, dude, your experience is great, this, that, and the third, but you need a high school equivalent. And they're like, we'll waive the bachelor requirement. And because I think there's like a bachelor's or like a field experience ask,
Gotcha.
right? And so how long do you think I studied for, love?
Maybe 2 days?
No, I think I
Yes.
studied longer.
No.
Really? And I passed the tests? Math, I got exactly what you needed to pass. Everything else, I tested at a college level, which was crazy because
You have good critical thinking skills.
Thank you. Thanks, dude. It's like the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Don't do that.
What do you mean?
Because you're making it seem like I don't say other nice things to you.
You do, but that was one of the nicest. I'll say one of the nicest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask this, and it's gonna sound disrespectful because I played it in my head already.
All right, I'm ready for it.
What's the last book you read?
Where the Red Fern Grows. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why are you laughing?
Because
I know Where the
I
Red Fern
remember-
Grows too. Actually,
I remember 7th grade.
I love that book. I actually read a lot of books when I was like in high school because I was in AP English. And so I had to read all that stuff. But I would just like read it and I'd be like, dude, this guy's Don Quixote sounds like a Spanish word they used to use as a derogatory statement.
Yeah.
And I used to hate that because that's all I could freaking fixate on. I'm
Yeah.
like, why do they have this here like this?
This is inappropriate.
This is stupid. And I read books though. What's crazy is I started reading books reluctantly because my mom would give me books. She would give me, it was like a run of books. It was like 2 or 3 books. The child called it The Lost Boy, stuff like that. And it was a writer who went through some pretty significant abuse from his mother.
And your mom gave you those books?
Yeah, kind of like to say, could be worse. I truly think that's why I would read them. I truly think that's why she wanted me to read them.
Wow.
What? Why else would she have given a little kid those books?
It's like manipulation.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe she had better intentions. Like, hey, I know I'm pitting you through some shit. Here's some books with other kids who are learning how to deal with the same shit. I don't know.
You've never met his mom, right?
No.
Okay.
Yo, what is implied with that question?
Sometimes it's hard to assume my mom had greater intentions than one would perceive.
Was she smart?
My mom was the queen of controlling the room. She could make you believe anything.
Okay.
So I don't know if that would like be like labeled as intelligent. But she was quick on her feet. She was resourceful and stubborn to a fault.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I just complimented her a little bit.
Yes. So first on the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom wasn't all that bad. She was just bad to me, right?
Yeah.
And to my dad. And to my actually she was actually a tough one. But she also taught me things, like cool things, like how to cook ramen that she learned how to make in prison. Dude,
did I ever hook you up with a spread?
Did I ever teach you the ramen? Did I ever tell you the ramen story?
No.
I can't even remember when I found out my mom went to prison, but I was in my teens for sure. And I went to her house because I want to say I was living with my auntie or my friend Jaime. I can't remember where I was living, but she made me food. And it was ramen, and it was in the green pack. It was a chili ramen, right? And she put ramen. It's going to sound gross. Ramen, the chili powder, a dollop of mayonnaise, and a cheese slice. And you'd mix it all up. Bro, listen. Fire. Shit was fire. And I remember asking her, I was like, where'd you learn how to make this? She's like, well, no, I was locked up. What do you mean? You were locked up? You were in, what do you mean in jail? She's like, oh, I was in prison, Hito, for years. What?
Just as you.
Yeah. I didn't know. I had no idea. I learned, but wheezy over there.
Got to start off the pod with a lighter flick. That's a double. That's a double callback, bro. Give me my respect.
Babe, you need your inhaler, dude? I could hear it. It's loud tonight, huh? Like she sounds like the little penguin toy off Toy Story.
Oh man.
I swear I hope her mic's been on mute this whole time, because if not, we got some breathing apparatuses in the I would read that book right now and probably get just as much enjoyment. I don't know why. Something about that little boy and overcoming and doing his thing.
I forget how wholesome you are. Then when I realize how toxic I am, is because like I really just want to clown you, and you're just like, I really enjoyed this book and it's positive for me. And I'm like, stupid, you know?
It was cool because like the little boy like was like, I really want these, and they're like, no, and he's like, I'm gonna figure out how to get it. And it's just cool. I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah, you're also not toxic. I just think that you're much more pessimistic than you probably want to be. Like you're very jaded by the world, which is strange because I don't feel like the world has jaded you, like has caused you that much.
All right.
But then again, that's maybe taken away from your experience. So
His dad died.
Yeah, you don't know what that's like, dude.
I don't, dude. Call my dad right now. Laugh with him.
You and your happy childhood.
I'm like, hey pops, guess what? What's up? That's my dad. What's up? It's dad. I know, bitch. I called you. Anthony's dad died. Oh shit, that sucks. Then we would have a good laugh. No, we wouldn't. That sucks. I wonder if people have like learned that we joke because it's our way to cope. Like, I mean it. Like, do people think we're actually psychopaths who like laughed that their dads died? I hope not.
I don't really care.
Yeah, that's true.
And maybe that's my jadedness coming through.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I do think about though?
What? I want to tell you this story. I want to talk about two things. A little humorous, and then I want to talk about something that I'm dealing with in my life. And then let's bring this baby home. Let's put her to bed.
Well, can we get an Al Bundy speech for the second one?
Yeah.
We're overdue for those.
Yeah. Well, you made me feel like super, insecure about it. I didn't want to go on my tangents, my monologues. So I took Doberman to urgent care on Sunday afternoon because his knee had been messing with him. And me and my son, I know you've seen it, we play fight a lot. There's actually studies that show that it's good for their development. So me and him play fight a lot, and he's starting to learn how to hit hard. It bothers me, but I don't know. I had to tell him to stop hitting me in the face because when like they're kiddos and like it's cute and like it doesn't hurt. Now it hurts, and I'm like, all right, dude, you can't pop me in the face anymore. But it also like teaches him like limits. Like he wouldn't dare hit somebody unless they were playing or he was defending himself. But I digress. Picture this. I'll paint the picture. I'll paint the scene. It's a green doctor's room. We're sitting. I'm in the corner. Doberman is on the patient bed. Nurse practitioner walks in. Hey, Doberman. What's up, NP? Hey, Dad. Hey, NP. So, Doberman, what's going on today? My leg hurts. Oh, no. What happened, Doberman? Well, my dad hurts me all the time. NP looks at me. Sir, listen, I'm not going to tell him not to say those things because that makes me look weird. So why don't you just go back to him? All right. Hey, Doberman, what do you mean by that? Well, he hits me a lot. It just kept
shovel down kid.
Kept going in, right? Kept going in. And I was like, why don't you, Doberman, why don't you tell her what you mean by that? You all right?
I think I'm having some phantom pains in the leg like Doberman did.
That was a pain.
I'm getting old. I unfolded my legs and it sounded like a Rice Krispie treat.
What's up, Wheezy?
His bones still hurt.
Damn those Topo Chico seltzers. They are tasty though. Yeah.
So how did this conversation progress?
I was like, Doberman, please tell her what you mean by that. Please. Like I had urgency in my voice. He goes, well, we play fight. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Right? She
Except
goes,
when Dad's mad and he really wallops me in the face.
And he says, and when we were play fighting this week, he got in a couple good shots on me. And I'm like, and I look at the nurse practitioner and I'm like, I didn't punch him in the knee. So I don't understand how his knee's hurting. And she goes, yeah, no, it's okay. So she walks out and I'm like, dude, what are you doing right now? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, you can't just tell a nurse your dad hits you all the time. He's like, why? You do. I'm like, well, why don't you tell her you hit me all the time? Well, she didn't ask. And so little Doberman has a little hitch in his giddy up because he hurt his knee. I think it's from the slip and slide. I don't know. He had a thing when he was younger, and he like couldn't walk for like a week. His white blood cells were attacking his joints, something like that. It's weird. I don't know. That kid is a mystery to medicine. I don't know what's going on.
Did they figure out on Sunday what it was?
No. So we have him in an ace bandage. He went to golf practice today. And he was limping when he came home. So we got to figure it out. We'll probably set up a call with his PC and figure that out. But I want to talk about something that I'm dealing with. And this isn't a shot at anybody. I want to make sure that that's clear. Not even people in the room. I recently got some news from back home that, some things have changed on my immediate family's side. And I won't go into detail about what they are, but it was concerning. And I learned that my family members were talking to each other about me, right? And I want to say this. So one, I applaud like the fact that people care about me that much. Because sometimes I feel entirely alone. I could be in a room full of people. I'm alone, right? And it's a scary place to be. Especially thinking that maybe your only living sibling may not be doing very well, And my bad. And you start thinking that the last remaining sibling that you had that you grew up with is not doing very well, right? And obviously people that watch the podcast know that I just recently found out I had a brother, and that's been something that I've really grown into. But we're not talking about him. We're talking about this. And it was hard for me. It was hard for me to understand why. And I've sat with this for the last couple of days. And it wasn't just producer Lisa. It wasn't just, it was everybody. And I learned, and it's a hard pill for me to swallow and to have reality for, like, I'm a bit fragile. And not in the sense of like, I break and stuff, but I worry detrimentally about people, and I'm consumed by them and their problems. And I used to do it with my dad. I used to do it with my sister who passed away. I even did it with my mom when I was younger, and it's tough. It was a tough reality because I for the life of me, I could not figure out why my amazing partner in life would talk to somebody else about me in protection of me, right? And so that's something I'm working through. It's been really hard. It's been it hasn't been easy for me to swallow that pill, for sure. I do want to say that I appreciate the people who care about me, and I love them beyond words. I'm okay though. I'm not okay ever, right? I'm pretty fucked up for sure. And I don't have the best coping mechanisms, and I don't know how much therapy I have to go to create those, but I'm doing the best I can with what I have. And anybody who's like sorting through that and maybe in a similar position, it definitely doesn't get better, but I think it's getting easier now that I'm accepting these things. Self-reflection is something that is hard, especially when you've spent your whole adult life trying not to look within, because you don't want to open up cabinets that have been closed for reasons, you know. But I'm okay. So I know that my family's been kind of stressed about it. I'm all right, and I hope that my siblings okay, and if they need anything, that I'm able to do it in a healthy way. You know, that's the hardest part about it, is like creating healthy boundaries, for sure. Because I just want to sacrifice everything to make sure they're comforted and okay, and then not realizing how detrimental that would be to around me, you know? So that's been heavy. So I'm all right. But I'm not all right, you know, and that's okay. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. So I'm working through it, you know what I mean?
I can relate.
Yeah, we're both going through some. Your family stuff is a little different than mine.
Yeah.
I don't really know your guys' dynamic. I've been very close with you for the last year or so, but I've never really met them. I met them a couple times, but never like that, you know?
Yeah,
I've never had a conversation. I don't know much about them.
Yeah, I can't get too much into the specifics, but
Yeah.
I think it's just, for me, it's also a matter of finding a healthy emotional distance when it comes to relationships with people I care about, because I too can get too immersed into that, and I lose myself within the process.
Yeah.
And I lose, it just strains my mood. And so I want to just find a balance between that. And I mean, y'all see me pretty frequently, and you see me, my highs and lows. I'm probably the moodiest. I don't know. I feel like I'm the moodiest of the group. But
Maybe. I don't know. But I won't take away from you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, it's a challenge. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's almost draining within itself. People can take care of themselves, or they cannot take care of themselves. These other people, these family members are adults. And we have to be able to accept choices and outcomes regardless. It's just the way it goes. But that hasn't yet settled in, at least for me,
I think that's where my AB thing clicks on, right? My Al Bundy thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you choose to be selfish, you need to understand that like it's okay. It's okay to be selfish, because people have had this negative aura around that word. Like, oh, you're so selfish. What do you mean? If I'm not selfish, I can't take care of anybody. If you're not worried about player one, how are you going to take care of all the other players that are on your team? You can't. It's impossible. It's easy to give that advice out when it's not directed at you, the dude in the mirror or the woman in the mirror, whatever. But like, I think that the word and the verb grace, giving grace, needs to be turned around and put on yourself. Like, give yourself grace. Dude, give yourself a fucking break, bro. Like, life has been so misconstrued, and there's people shaking their fists and screaming at the sky or wherever they scream at and saying, oh, why is this so hard? Dude, there's a newsflash that I don't think people read enough. Life wasn't ever told that it was going to be easy. Nothing has ever been, oh, dude, this is going to be a walk in the park. You'll be good. And if it was told that, I don't know how much it was worth doing, right? Dude, this isn't supposed to be easy. Life is not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to suck, and it's supposed to hurt. And the part that keeps us going is like those seconds of like deep exhale and like joy and holding on to those in the absolutely what feels like everlasting amounts of suckness. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you'll be all right as long as you keep going. Like, fall forward. You know, don't just fall down, fall forward, because at least you're making some progress. I don't know. I know that we have a limited amount of listeners and watchers, and I love them and I love what we've created, but like also make sure that you know, like, we're not here just for jokes and shit. Like, we are clearly two broken men who are piecing themselves together every day, who are responsible for the lives of kids who will be men in the future. And these are things that we can relate to. So, you know, don't think that we're just freaking idiots who have ADHD. We also have mental health disorders.
Yeah,
and
we're
shit.
idiots with ADHD and we're broken.
We're
Come on,
broken
people.
idiots.
Give us some credit.
Reach out, dude. You know what I mean? Be a part of the movement. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be here forever. We're stapled, bro. We're not. This is episode 14, dude.
It's crazy.
Shit. 14. And I'm still giving Al Bundy speeches. If you're here for the Al Bundys, you know, put it in the comments.
Indeed. I think
They can't find us on Indeed, though. We're not hiring yet.
I'm so sick of that joke.
I'm not.
And I'm like super dreading the socials part.
Why?
So I know what's going to come.
What do you mean?
Do you want me to mute him?
Oh,
No, please don't.
dude, that would just crush him.
Yeah,
That
well,
would crush his spirit.
it'd crush our 14 views per episode.
That would be so funny because like you'd hear it like faintly on my mic, if even, with him talking, and it would just be me talking, his mouth moving, like, and you know what he's doing? He's being a silly goose.
I'm going to do a voiceover.
He's right.
Yeah, but yeah, you can't find us on Indeed. But Anthony, I bet you could tell them where they could find us. I bet you can, buddy. I bet you got it in you.
Why? Can we just skip this part?
I know it's in you. Pull it out.
I know we need people to like check us out, but
We do.
you know all the regular social media sites.
Which
We're on
ones?
those?
Which ones?
Instagram,
Insta ho, baby.
Facebook,
Face page.
TikTok.
Ticker talker.
You can also click the bell on YouTube.
Ding. Click it. Subscribe. Talk your shit in the comments. Maybe refrain from the fat shaming or like bring it in abundance. Like,
Hey, someone
don't be
commented
mid about it.
Someone commented this is a W clip, which I think in millennial speak is a good thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to y'all.
Thank you guys.
The bell, the comment, subscribe.
Yep.
The pages that
Pages, baby.
get butchered every time I say them. You know, I'm gonna try and keep my hopes up as I end this podcast.
Yep.
You keep your head up. Keep your head up on the TV. Fully Liking Podcast. Bars. Peace.
Peace.